Imetuweka kwanza, imeweka Meru kwanza, and we want to own the entire government of our President William Ruto as our project. Tutetee project yetu, tutetee rais wetu, tutetee naibu wa rais, tutetee financial bill yetu ipite, because we own our project, that is Kenya Kwanza government, kwa sababu imetuweka mbele. Imesema mkulima mbele, Meru mbele, Kenya mbele, Kenya Kwanza mbele, na sisi want to own the project. Nataka kusema hivi kwa wakulima wa kahawa ambao wamefika, asanteni sana. Go market the product, we will also do the same. Mtu akasema hivi, anything minus marketing. We want to market our coffee as we go back home. Anything minus marketing is like winking to a beautiful girl in darkness. God bless you. Asante, karibu sana naibu. Asante sana. Kwa hivyo nataka kuchukua hii nafasi nimkaribishe CS wetu Rentori, tunapofikiria ya kwamba if you wink to a beautiful girl in darkness, then hiyo mistari imeenda chini, imepotea. Kwa hivyo let us market our coffee, tukienda kule, na hata sisi tutafanya hivyo. God bless you. Karibuni tena na tena, na tunawapenda sana kama Wameru, kama mama na kama mtumishi wa Mungu. God bless you mighty. Amen. Karibu sana.
Thank you. Your Excellency, the Deputy President, the team that sat here for the last 3 days to deliberate and discuss on this very important subject in this country, let me take this opportunity to thank you all for your patience, for your participation, and for finding that it's very necessary for you to spare time, brainstorm, and come up with the recommendations that have been made to this conference that will go a long way in trying to address this important sector of our economy. I've heard you, I've sat patiently, and I want to say that whatever is required to be done by the Ministry of Agriculture, the issues to do with the increasing production and productivity, Your Excellency will not tire to go the extra mile to burn that midnight oil to ensure that we increase production in coffee. I want to commit that once we've done our bit, we'll work very closely with the various agencies of other agencies of government and ministries, like the Trade and Industry Ministry, to ensure that the necessary support that will be required by us for them to be able to value hand and create more value of that, this coffee, will be willing day and night to give support. I am happy that our members of parliament that are with us here today have made commitments to work and to ensure the necessary legislative proposals that come out of this conference will be addressed with speed, so that we have the legal strength to deal with the cartels that were mentioned here, to deal with the other administrative challenges that we may have in the administration and in the marketing of our coffee for the good and the benefit of our farmers. So let me assure you, Your Excellency, that your time, your intervention, your commitment towards addressing the problems or calling for this meeting here to come up with these proposals is not in vain. The Bishop has sent leadership is about the others. And just like you sent yesterday. I am happy, I'm proud as a Kenyan to be with this team now to come up with a resolution that will be made today that goes towards dealing with this difficult, challenging situation of reviving our coffee sector here from Meru. So nataka kusema asante sana. I am willing and ready to work with everyone to ensure the fame, the dignity of this crop is brought to where it used to be in those years of 60s and 70s. And I believe that coffee, from the experience that we've just found from Mr. Murimi's farm, is a clear testimony that if we were to do something little, we won't be able to make enough money, to put money in the pockets of men and women in this country, be able to raise more revenue, and be able even to retire our debt, because there will be enough money into our pockets. We'll have been able to broaden our foreign exchange basket through this important crop. So, Your Excellency, it is my great honor and privilege to kindly ask you to come and do your closing remarks. Tukaribisha naibu wa rais 1 2 kutupea mawaidha wako ya mwisho na kufunga. Asante.
Asante waziri wetu, please be seated. I want to take this opportunity to say how happy and pleased I am that we have come to the conclusion of a very successful Coffee Stakeholders Conference that started on Thursday in earnest. And I want to thank our cabinet secretaries who are here, our governors who found time to come, our principal secretaries, our senators, our members of the National Assembly, our professionals from the academia world, our distinguished farmers, and for the state, the journalists who have kept Kenyans informed of what is going on here. I want to, with a lot of humility, say thank you to all of you. When I stepped out, President William Ruto called me to ask me to pass his very warm regards to you. He has told me that he has followed the deliberations in this conference, and he is very pleased that we are moving in the right direction. And he has told me to tell you that whatever recommendations we come with from where he sits, they will be implemented quickly, efficiently, and to the letter. I want to request the Secretariat to put those presentations together of what has been recommended. On getting back to Nairobi, maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday, we get a small team from the 3 ministries, from the COG, from the farmers, from the academia, a small team, so that they can go through them and separate them. Come up with what requires legislation and put it aside. Come up with what requires policy change so that myself and the 3 CSS can take it to the cabinet, and also separate what requires administrative action so that the 3 ministers can take it to the next level. The ones that requires legislation will convene again a separate meeting for our senators and members of the National Assembly from the coffee growing zones, and we will put those proposals together with the Tea Bill 2023 and the Cooperative Act so that we work together to come up with the various amendments that are required to take place. Thereafter, we'll get drafters to assist in enhancing the document. And the president had said after that he'll convene the ruling party's coalition parliamentary group to whip our members to fast track and expedite the enactment of the various legislative proposals that you come up with. We want to give ourselves a target of not more than 90 days to be able to put the necessary legislation into place. I want to assure the coffee farmers that this conference was not a talk shop. I've heard the cartels who are saying that we are just talking. There have been so much talk in the past, and this talk is just talk. It is far away. I want to assure them that this is a very serious forum with a commitment at the highest level of government that this coffee subsector must be sorted to the benefit of the coffee farmer. It is urgent, and it must be concluded before the end of the year. So I know the cartels will be ready, even though they were around last night, looking for our members of the National Assembly, looking for the senators, looking for the stakeholders. I want to tell them it's okay, there's no problem. I think we have very serious leadership from the coffee growing counties, and the caliber of leaders that were elected by the people are beyond being compromised. Even if they spend money, please eat that money because it has no receipt and there is no mechanism for return. So I want to tell them, even if they spend how much, even if they do what has never been done, the reforms in the coffee subsector are unstoppable. And this sector must be sorted out, and the coffee farmer must prevail. The coffee farmer must get value for his sweat that is commensurate. And we must, as a government, as leaders, connect the farmer with the consumer directly and do away with the entire chain of middlemen and brokers because they are not necessary. You know, so let's get the secretariat to put that together, and then we get working. So I just wanted to thank you very much for your time, for your commitment, for your thoughts, for your contribution. We are very informed. I have left here a more informed person. I have sat here throughout the 2 days because of the importance of this matter. And that is what the cartels should know. We are not sitting here because we have no work to do. We are sitting here because this matter is very important to us as a country, as a people, as farmers. And if they have any brains, they should know that we are committed. I want to extend to them again an olive branch. There is still room, although they did not come. In the intervening period, should they decide to double what they are paying, we can consider. We have no problem. But it must be sustainable. Therefore, I want to urge you as you go home, pass our greetings, those who left at home. Hang around, there is no hurry. We have paid the hotels tonight, so there is no need for you to travel at night. The governor has invited you to sample the best of Meru in terms of food and sauna and steam, and generally get to know the town. So we are also around, we are going nowhere. I'm around myself until Monday, I'm not in a hurry. Therefore, we ask you just to hang around and interact, get to know each other, take photographs. and celebrate for the good job that we have done. And I want to say, well done. This is a good job. And it's our responsibility to translate it into action. Hatuwezi angusha nyinyi. Hii kazi yote mmefanya ni ya maana sana. Sasa wabunge hawa, tuko na hawa. Na tutakubaliana. Now they are good. They are good. The cartels don't waste time with our members of the National Assembly and the Senate. Lakini kama mko na kitu ya kupatia wakule, walitoka uchaguzi juzi, there is no problem. But I know these people cannot change their minds and their hearts. If these leaders could not be compromised by the Azimio money, I don't think the cartels can move them. Because there was money. Millions who are being offered with these leaders. And we say, no, we will stick to what we believe in and what is right. Therefore, I want to assure the coffee farmers. I had a mkulima here saying these cartels are very bad. Don't worry. Hata sisi wachache tutaonana na hawa tu, because we have to do the right thing. During the sessions you had, we went to that good farmer called Mutwiri, and we were puzzled by what he has done. The coffee branches are almost breaking because of the weight of the berries. And every branch is full of berries. And he has shown us his own variety that he has developed, that he is targeting 100 kilos per bush. No, I can tell you, this coffee story is a good story. Let us just fix this cartel nonsense and we are back on track. That farmer has never worked for anybody. He has never done any business. Using the proceeds from one season, we have visited his mansion, a neutral modern mansion, tastefully furnished and finished. Hiyo mzee anaishi huko kwa orofa akiangalia kahawa. I look forward one day in another 2 years, as I travel in the coffee growing counties, to find almost every other home like the one we have seen. Many mansions wazee wanaishi huko na wamama na watoto. We went there, a few people he has trained, a graduate. He has told us he doesn't want a job. I was offering him a job to see whether he'll accept. He said, no, wacha mimi nikae kwa kahawa. We have found the son of that old mzee. He has said his second year, akimaliza hataki kuandikwa, anaingia kwa kahawa. Because ameona ile pesa baba yake anaunda. I'm telling you, you are amazed. A beautiful mansion put up with 1 year's crop. Ile wabunge mnakopa mortgage ya miaka ngapi? 5. So mimi nataka pia kuuliza viongozi, na tumeanza na Linturi, hata sisi tupande kahawa. How shall we lead our people to increase production when tumekuwa sisi ni mehoni ya kukaa town? Let us lead by example. Mimi mwenyewe have some 5 acres somewhere that is faro. Tumekubaliana na huyo mzee atakuja aniletee hiyo variety, anipandie, anichungie, na bibi yake nimemuomba ruhusa ya wiki moja. Hiyo mzee amesema aenda naye miezi 3. So mimi niko sorted. Other than all these recommendations, I have left here with a benefit that my 5-acre parcel of land will be sorted out by that mzee. And I have told him, and ameniambia akinipandia kahawa nisipopata shilingi milioni 5 kila season, kwa sababu mimi naibu ya rais atanitumane ashikwe. He is so confident. I've never seen such confidence from a farmer. We are so encouraged. That visit has been the most beautiful story of this conference, because we have seen with our own eyes. Huyo mzee hajasoma, lakini kwa sababu ya kupata pesa ameanza kuongea Kiingereza. No, money is good. Money ni mvuja mlima. Inapindua watu. Hata hiyo mzee alikuwa hajasoma sana, anaongea Kiingereza kwa sababu wako na nini? Pesa. So this coffee thing, we are going to sort it out. We are going to increase production. We are going to earn foreign exchange for the country. We are going to sort out the economy of this country and restore it to where Mzee Mwai Kibaki left us. That will be done. So I ask for cooperation kwa wabunge and senators. Kibarua ile kubwa iko kwenu. So please, mkae gagari, don't waver. Don't waver. This battle will be hard. Once we do reforms in the Cooperative Act, wale ma-chairmen na ma-secretary who are controlled by these cartels watatulima. Na watatulima kama mwaka moja. Alafu tutawashinda. So you must be prepared. Hiyo watu watatulima. That is the truth. They will be funded. Wataanza propaganda kutulima kwa ground. Na watatulima only 1 year. Once we sort it out and the farmers get coffee, mambo yao itazama. So don't worry. Let us take hard decisions for the benefit of our farmers, for the benefit of this country, and also for our own legacy and posterity. I think it is these leaders, this generation of leaders, that will enter the books of history, that were courageous enough to take the bull by the horns to restore the dignity of the Kenyan farmer by putting earnings into his pocket and uplifting his or her standard of living. So mimi, I'm a happy man. Kama ni ile zamani nilikuwa nakunywa pombe ningekunywa chupa mbili, lakini sasa sikunywa. So sasa ni kufurahi tu na kukaa hapa Meru, tukunywe supu, tukae, tupige story na tumefurahi sana. I think it is good. So bwana Mudhomi Njoke, Monday tuko kwako for another different story. Sasa tuanzane na mambo ya pombe, because hii kahawa tukitengeneza, we must prepare the people who will come to do the work. We must prepare the young people. As we sort out the coffee reforms, the tea reforms, and we get everybody working, our young people, the way mumesema hapa, we get them into farming. Hatuwezi leta hao kwa ukulima wakiwa wamelala kwa mitaro ama wakilala chini ya vitanda. Sasa lazima mtukubalie. We sort out this drug and substance abuse and put our young men and women back on track in readiness with increased production of coffee and tea and milk. With the advent of construction of houses, we must prepare our young people so that we have got a good and productive workforce. Kwa hivyo mimi nataka niseme asanti, asanti, asanti. Mungu awabariki. Thank you very much. Asanteni sana.